Now we will start with the Shiva Dhyanam. I am going to chant the Shiva Dhyanam. Om Dhyaye Nityam Mahesham Rajadagirinipam Charu Chandravadanṣam Yatna Kalpojvalangam Parashumrgavarabhidihastam Prasannam Padmasinam Samanda Studamamaraganairyakrakritim Vasanam Vishwadyam Vishwavandyam Nikhila Bhayaharam Panchavaktram Trinetram. Hari Om.
Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pasye Makshabhiryajatraha Sthirairangai Stushtovam Sastanobhir Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vriddhashravaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha Swasti nastarkshyo Arishthanemi Swasti no Brihaspatir Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So somehow a long break has come. Maybe more than 2 months.
Yeah.
Actually, Unnikrishnan came here and noted all the dates, at least one class every month, but somehow it happened. So in our last sitting, we were studying the first and second mantras in the first khanda of third Mundaka. So today we can go to the third mantra. It says, yadā paśyate rukmavarṇaṃ kartāramīśaṃ puruṣaṃ brahmayonim tadā vidvānpuṇyapāpe vidhūya nirañjanaḥ paramaṃ sāmyamupaiti. Yadā paśyate rukmavarṇaṃ kartāramīśaṃ puruṣaṃ brahmayonim tadā vidvānpuṇyapāpe vidhūya nirañjanaḥ paramaṃ sāmyamupaiti. So we have to remember the teachings of the first and second mantra before going to this. There it was said, on the same tree, there are two birds, Dva Suparna Sayujao. They are always together. Two birds. Samanam vriksham parishasva jate. So they are living in this on the same tree. Of them, one is eating different types of fruits of that tree. The other, without eating, he is shining above. And when the first one realizes, this is my real nature, even though I am enjoying different fruits, different types of fruits of this tree, my real nature is above this enjoyer, and therefore above the enjoyment. My essential nature is one with him who is shining above. When that realization comes, there are no more two birds. This is my real nature. That realization comes. So we have seen in detail those mantras. As a continuation of that mantra, that is the second mantra, it is said, yadā paśyaḥ paśyate. Paśyaḥ. Paśyaḥ means the seer. The seer. Yadā, when, paśyate, is seeing. So when the seer is seeing, what? Rukmavarṇaṃ. Rukmavarṇaṃ means of the color of gold. Rukma is gold. Rukmavarṇaṃ, having the color of gold, or we can say golden. Golden. Here that means the luminous being or the effulgent. Verbal meaning is of the color of gold. Of the color of gold. But what is conveyed is effulgent. Rukmavarṇaṃ kartāram. Kartāram, the doer. Kartāram, the doer. Doer of what? That we can discuss. Isham. Isham. We can say the Ishvara, the controller of everything. So Kartāram is the doer. Isham is the controller. Both are vidvūya vibhakti. So when the seer sees the doer, who is the controller? Controller of what? Controller of everything. And the effulgent being, again it is said puruṣaṃ. Puruṣaṃ, purnam anena sarvam iti puruṣaḥ. By whom everything is filled. He is puruṣaṃ. By whom everything is filled is puruṣaṃ. So that effulgent being, puruṣaṃ, again it is said brahmayonim. Brahmayonim, the yoni of Brahma. Yoni of Brahma. Yoni is the cause, the primordial cause. Or the yoni is the originating point, from where everything are emerging out, coming out. That is yoni, the cause. So the very cause of Brahma, that is Brahma yoni. In the beginning we have seen Brahma devanam pradhama sambhabhuva. That was the first mantra in this Mundakopanishad. So as the first being among the devatas, Brahma appeared, or the manifestation of Brahma, in the beginning, it happened. It was said in the first mantra of the Mundakopanishad. Now, who is even the cause of Brahma? From where Brahma is manifested? That is the question. That is this puruṣaṃ, brahmayonim, even the cause of Brahma. Or we can take the word brahmayoni in another sense. Brahma cha yonihi cha brahmayoni. Brahma cha yonihi cha brahmayoni. Tam brahmayonim. Then it would mean the absolute existence, Brahma, not Brahma. When we say the cause of Brahma, there Brahma is the God of creation, the deity of creation. But when we take this meaning, that is Brahma cha yonihi cha, there the meaning of Brahma is not Brahma, but it is not in the masculine sense. It is Brahman, the absolute existence, the absolute knowledge, the absolute bliss, Sat Chit Ananda. That Brahman is the yoni of all the manifestations. As well said in the Upanishad itself, yato va imani bhutani jayante. From where all these manifestations are emerging. That is the yoni of everything, yoni of all manifestations. So, Brahman, who is the yoni of everything, is brahmayoni. See how we are connecting? So, brahmayonim, so now we can connect all these words. When the seer is seeing the effulgent being, who is the doer, who is the controller of everything, who is brahmayoni, and who is puruṣaṃ. Rukmavarṇaṃ, kartāramīśaṃ, puruṣaṃ, brahmayonim, yadā, paśyaḥ, paśyate. When the seer is seeing this effulgent being, who is the controller of everything, who is the maker of everything, by whom everything is filled, and who is the cause of all manifestations. Tadā, then, at that time of realization, vidvān, the knower, puṇyapāpe vidhūya. Vidhūya. Vidhūya means having washed off. Having washed off. What? Puṇyapāpe. Fully discarding punya and papa. Washing away punya and papa. What happens to him? Nirañjanaḥ. he becomes sinless, then paramam sāmyamupaiti. He reaches paramam sāmyam. Sāmyam means oneness. Parama means ultimate. So he reaches the ultimate oneness. Oneness with that self, which is rukmavarṇaṃ, kartāramīśaṃ, brahmayonim. So there the seer seen differentiation ends. So this is the final words of the Upanishads. There is nothing more to add. This is the highest vision of the Upanishads. So all the messages or all the teachings of the whole Upanishadic literature is given in one single mantra here. And therefore we have to discuss this in detail, because that much pregnant with inner meanings this mantra is. So first there is a condition is put there. Yadā paśyate, when sees. So when the seer is seeing, we cannot say when that happens. When all the impurities of the mind goes, when all the impurities are gone, our antakarana, our mind and intellect complex, it is becoming, or it becomes fit to the inner analysis of the self. Then only we can enter into a deep analysis of Vedanta. Then only we are becoming fit to the real study of Vedanta. Then comes a question, one without this pure mind, why he cannot learn Vedanta? Can't he learn Vedanta? Of course, he can learn. He can study Vedanta. Even studying Vedanta itself is a sadhana. Shravana itself is a sadhana. There is no doubt in that. But hearing Shravana will become fruitful only when our antakarana is pure. As it is said in the Chandogya Upanishad, sattva shuddhau dhruva smriti. Sattva shuddhau dhruva smriti. When the antakarana is pure, definitely Atma Smriti will come. It will shine inside. That means then we will become fit for diving deep into the self. Otherwise, we will be clinging to this and that, outer objects, many things. Our senses will drag us to different objects of the world. But when the antakarana is pure and pointed, focused, then we can go for Shravana, or in other words, Shravana will become fruitful. Then naturally, Manana and Dhyana, Nididhyasana comes. When we do Shravana, innumerable questions will creep into the antakarana. Why, what, how, so many. But if we are continuing Shravana and Manana, we will realize the bulk of questions goes down and answers are coming from inside. All the queries are getting cleared from within. It happens. It's a natural process. We cannot explain outwardly how it happens. But it is the experience of the seeker. So when we go on with Shravana and Manana, in the initial phase, different questions came. And if we are continuing Shravana and Manana, then we will realize each and every questions are getting answered within. And when all the questions go on, then our intellect will stand fully focused. And at this time, this happens. Yadā paśyate. When the seer is seeing, the seer is seeing. What? Rukmavarṇaṃ, the effulgent being. There the verbal meaning is of the color of gold. So we need not go for that. We have to take the implied meaning, that is effulgence. The luminous being or the effulgent. When a beginner enters into the study and practices, he may be following the path of yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana. Or he may be chanting the names, different mantras, or different names of different deities. Or he may be chanting some mantras or stotras, kirtanas like that. Or he may be hearing shastras. Whatever be the path he is adopting, in the initial stages, when he enters in the phase which we can call dhyana or nididhyasa, before that, just before that is when one is entering from dharana to dhyana, he may see different colors inside, different lights inside. He may hear different sounds which are not mundane. Or he can perceive some smells. He may taste some unworldly or divine or hitherto unexperienced tastes. That means different shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa and gandha may come. And an inner joy may come inside. This is the trap where majority of sadhakas will fall into. Swami, while meditating, I am seeing different colors. While meditating, I am seeing golden color or blue color or red color. Many are coming and saying. What is the reply? Let them come and let them go. You are not sitting to see colors. If you are sitting to see colors, you need not sit. You go here and there and observe. In the world, different colors are there. Multiplicity of colors are there in the nature. Oh, Swami, I am hearing different sounds inside. Of course, that realm we have to cross. If we are giving much value to that, we will be trapped inside. We will not transcend that range. This is an important point. Every sadhaka must keep in mind. Otherwise, even after doing all these sadhanas and studies, we will be clinging to different objects of the world. We will not transcend. So here, rukmavarṇaṃ never means what is verbally told. That is of the color of gold. Instead of that, we have to take the effulgent being, the luminous being, one who is giving effulgence to the whole manifestations. Yena suryas tapati tejaseddhaha, by whom the sun is getting light. So effulgent being, kartāramīśaṃ. Karta means the doer. So when he is saying the doer of what? Doer of what? Doer of everything. These manifestations are coming and staying and going. All the multiple universes, they are manifesting and staying for some time and then disappears. So who is behind all these activities? And in this universe itself, we can see a perfect order, a scheme by which everything is connected. And that scheme or that rule, all the manifestations are obeying. And therefore this universe is existing. So who is behind that? Who is the doer of everything? By whom or from whom? By whom or from whom all these manifestations are happening, are being controlled. He is Ishvara. He is Ishvara. And that Ishvara is the Karta, Kartāramīśaṃ. And he is Isha. Isha is Ishvara. Again, the controller of everything. So he is the Karta, he is the maker of everything, and he is the controller of everything, by whom all these manifestations are controlled. Isham. He is puruṣaṃ. There are different meanings for the term puruṣaṃ. Purishu shete idi puruṣaṃ. Purishu shete idi puruṣaṃ. One who is residing in all the bodies of all beings. Who is residing inside? He is puruṣaṃ. Another meaning is by whom everything is filled with. When we say, I am here, or you are there, this world is existing, stars are there, sun is there. So the question is, by whom all these are existing? What is giving existence to everything? This is the question. Answer is puruṣaṃ, by whom all these are filled. Purnam anena sarvam iti puruṣaḥ. Purnam anena sarvam iti puruṣaḥ. So by whom everything is filled with, he is puruṣaṃ. So this puruṣa is karta and the puruṣa is Ishvara. When the seer is saying that, brahmayonim, brahmayonim, the first meaning is the yoni or the cause or the originating point of Brahma. Brahma is the first divine manifestation, first among the deities or devatas. Brahma devanam pradhama sambhabhova. That was the first mantra in this Mundakopanishad itself. So among the devatas, first being is Brahma. And from where he originates? There must be a cause. If he is originated, there must be a point of origin for him. What is that? That is the existence absolute. That is the existence absolute. So that is Brahmanaha yonihi brahmayoni, the yoni of Brahma. Who is that? He is Ishvara. Even Brahma manifested from him. All the devatas are manifesting from him. Now go to the second meaning. Second meaning is Brahmacha asau yonihi cha iti brahmayoni. Brahma, the absolute existence, it is the yoni of everything. It is the originating point, that is the basic cause of all the manifestations. So he is Brahma and at the same time yoni. He is brahmayoni. So when the seer is seeing that existence absolute, the cause of everything, the effulgent being, one who is the controller of everything, when the seer is seeing that, then what happens? Tadā. At that time, then itself, not that after some years, then and there itself, vidvān, the knower, puṇyapāpe vidhūya, discarding both punya and papa. He washes away or washes off all the punya and papa. There is no more punya and papa for him. He is freed from all the results of his past karmas. He is getting above the field of karma. As well said in another Upanishadic mantra, Kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. When that paravara is realized, all the karmas vanishes. All the karmas vanishes. There is no more karma for him. There is no more knots of karma. We see, what are the effects of karma? The effects of karma are of three types: punya, papa, and mishra. Virtues, sins, and the mixture of both. So mishra, it have both these. So we can take punya from mishra and papa from mishra and add to punya and papa. So there are two effects of karma, which we can call punya and papa. When we are doing something which we are not supposed to do, or which is specifically asked by acharyas or shastras not to do, when we are doing such karmas, naturally it makes some aparadha within. Or if we are avoiding what is destined to do, then also this aparadha comes with it. The effect of aparadha is papa. That is it. See, everybody of us, we can see the inner self is always asking us, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Whenever we are going to do some karmas, which we are not supposed to do, then that inner voice will come from within. No, no, no. But without paying attention to that, we will commit. And after that, what will happen? It creates a pain within, tension within, many, many difficulties inside. Because then we are covering our own antakarana, our own intellect, with different sheets. And that is papa. That is papa. And whenever we are doing virtuous deeds, or deeds which we are supposed to do, then what happens? Then our own intellect gets more and more shining. All the impurities are going away. And that is punya. We cannot define this is punya, this is papa. No. It differs according to time, according to climate, according to individual and other situations. It differs. Nobody can define this is punya, this is papa. It differs. Punya in a given situation may be papa in another situation. And vice versa also. And both these are binding the human being. Then there are some may think, in all the Dharma Shastras, Acharyas asked us to do punya karmas as much as we can. And we are doing all sorts of good deeds in this life to accumulate punya. One who is visiting tirthas, or when one goes for worshipping in temples, or when one goes for seva activities, then the punya is getting accumulated within. And he is doing for punya. Now you are saying you have to discard punya. You have to wash away punya. How it is? It's against the teachings of Dharma Shastras. No, it is not against the teaching of Dharma Shastras. In the initial stage, we have to accumulate punya. There is no doubt in that. Through dharmic karmas, we have to accumulate punya and thereby discard the papa vasanas within us. But for a seeker of the absolute truth, the ultimate truth, punya also will become immaterial or irrelevant. As papa binds a man, punya also binds. Papa binds. It begets sorrow. And punya begets pleasure. Both these are binding human beings. If I am bound by sorrow, I am bound by pleasure also. If dukkha is binding me, sukha also is binding me. Then comes the question, which is more powerful, which have more powerful binding power. The reply is sukha. Because whenever dukkha comes, I am ready to discard it. I want to get away from that. Even though it is binding me, I am trying perpetually to get out of that binding. But when punya comes, when sukha comes, I am enjoying that. I am bound by that forever. And I am not at all thinking what my real nature is. Because I am that much immersed in the worldly pleasures. And therefore, both punya and papa are binding us, but more binding power is in punya. Sukha sangena badhnati, jnana sangena chanakha. Bhagavan explains in the Bhagavad Gita how sattva-guna binds a man. Chains of happiness. It may seem like a golden chain, but it is a chain that is binding you. It is golden, there is no difference of opinion there. The chain which is binding you, whether it is made of gold or whether it is made of iron, it is a chain. We are chained to limitations. It is creating so many boundaries where we have to play inside. We cannot transcend that. And we are happy there. That is the pity. We are happy there. I'm happy here. So that is the play of punya. That is the play of papa. Both this will bind us with the world. So, for a seeker, it is essential to transcend both. It is essential. So, with the help of punya, he has to get himself above or pull himself above papa, and with the help of real knowledge, he has to discard this punya also. So he has to transcend both. So this happens. Puṇyapāpe vidhūya. What happens then? Nirañjanaḥ. Then only he becomes nirañjanaḥ, the sinless being. Anjana is sin. Nirañjana is one without sin. No papa at all. No avidya at all. Param sāmyamupaiti. Samyam means the sameness. Sama. Sama is in English also it is same. In Sanskrita it is sama. S-A-M-A. S-A-M-E. That is the only difference. So sameness. Samyam, sameness. That realization dawns on him. I am one with that. It is not different from me. That realization comes. Param sāmyam. And that sāmyam is param. Param means above everything. Above everything. Above the senses, above the mind, above the intellect. Or we can say, above all relativities. This world is a sphere of relativities. Everything in this manifested world is related. And because of these relativities, these relations, the world is existing. So many identifications. I am this, I am that. So above all this, I am what I am. I am unique. And my real nature is the nature of effulgence, one who is controlling the whole. That is my real nature. This realization comes. And param sāmyam. We cannot explain that realization through words. Because it is param. Above all words. That is why the term param is used. It is above all relative planes. Sāmyam, the sameness, oneness. See, the word sāmyam is samasya bhavam sāmyam. Samasya bhavam sāmyam. Sama is same. So that realization, I am the same, that is sāmyam. Why this word is used here? Because in the first and second mantras of this khanda, two birds were described there. On the same tree, there are two birds. Dua suparna sayuja sakhayau samanam vriksham parishasva jate. So that was the mantra there. So one bird who is enjoying all the fruits of this tree, sukha and dukkha, punya and papa, and he realizes, oh, this is not my real nature. I am one with that, who is shining always. Without eating the fruits of this tree, he is shining, and my real nature is that. With so many false identifications, identifying with body, identifying with mind, identifying with intellect. I am now eating different types of these fruits. I am identifying myself with this tree, and therefore I am limited. But that is not my real nature. My real nature is that who is shining. Abhichakashiti is shining. That is my real nature. And really I am not the doer. I am above this. I am really not the enjoyer. I am above that. That realization comes. So to connect with those mantras, here the term sāmyam is used. Sameness. I am one with that. My essential nature is that. That realization comes. Sāmyamupaiti. He reaches that oneness. Now there is no difference at all. The seer and the seen. Earlier there was the seen and he was the seer. But when that happened, when that realization came, there is no seer-seen differentiation. Param sāmyamupaiti. The highest oneness. He reached. That means all the limitations gone. Now there is no limitation anymore. Because who is creating all these limitations? We ourselves. Through our own sankalpas. I am limited by this body. When that sankalpa comes, I am a man, I am a woman, or I am a transgender, I am a bisexual, or I am a sannyasi, I am a grihastha. I am black, white, like that. Innumerable. So when this identification comes, one after another, so many superimpositions comes. And we are the bulk of all this. So we are creating all these limitations. In the Bhagavad Gita, in one place Bhagavan says, Navadware pure dehi naiva kurvanna karayan. The knower resides in the body, which is consisting of 9 holes. So in that discussion, in the discussion of that mantra, there comes a question. Why a man of knowledge resides in the body? Why it is said? Because the ignorant people also resides in the body. Why you are saying a man of knowledge resides in the body? Even the ignorant is residing in the body. Then the answer is no. The man of knowledge is residing in the body, whereas an ignorant one is staying as the body. He is not residing in the body. He thinks, I am the body. Who are you? I am Swami Chidananda Puri. I have no doubt at all. Because I am that much identifying myself with this body. So for the man of knowledge, he knows deheham. I am in the body. Whereas the ignorant thinks dehoham. I am the body. So all the limitation gone means the sheer seen limitations or differentiation gone. I am that existence absolute. But when that realization comes, there is no more that. That and this goes. Jivatma, paramatma goes. What stays? Only Atma. And who is there? With whom I have to discuss this Atma? Nobody outside. So that also gone. Full silence. All the transactions goes. I am established in myself. I am established in myself. That is param sāmyam. And it cannot be explained through words. Therefore it is said param. Now you take the mantra as a whole. Yadā paśyate rukmavarṇaṃ kartāramīśaṃ puruṣaṃ brahmayonim. When the seer is seeing the effulgent being, who is the doer of everything, who is the controller of everything, who is full and by whom everything is filled with, and who is even the very cause of even Brahma, or who is the cause of all the manifestations, then that knower, having discarded both punya and papa, virtue and sin, he becomes nirañjanaḥ, the sinless being, and he attains the highest oneness, highest sameness. So this is the third mantra, and if we can dive deep into the inner meanings of this mantra, then we will realize this is the whole of Vedanta. So we can go into that again and again, try to dive deep into the inner meanings of this mantra. Now, let us come out of this Vedanta discussion. And in the practical world where we are living, how the teachings of Vedanta are taken away from the inner sense and how they are projected before the ignorant people just for the sake of conversion, religious conversion and all. Why I am saying this? I have seen once an article in Malayalam, who is the author I am not remembering, but many years back I saw that article. There it was said, yadā paśyate, when the seer is seeing, as it is said in the Bible, he who hath ear, let him hear. He who hath eyes, let him see. So as per that, when one is seeing what? Rukmavarṇaṃ. Rukmavarṇaṃ means of the color of gold, with golden hair and golden beard. Kartāramīśaṃ, karta, the Lord of all. Īśaṃ, Isha, Jesus. Puruṣaṃ, in the form of a man. In the form of a man. Brahmayonim, he is brahmayoni. Without the indulgence of a man, he was created. Brahmayoni. Then, when one sees the greatness of that God, then vidvānpuṇyapāpe vidhūya, then you will get yourself above all sins and you will become sinless. Nirañjanaḥ, paramam sāmyam, you will become one with him. You can sit with him. See, such an article, in an article that I have seen that many years back. Just like Prajapati, the meaning of Prajapati is Jesus, like that. Here we have to learn what Upanishads are teaching. When we know, nobody can misrepresent that. If we do not know, we will believe whatever is put above or put on that. So, along with the Vedantic studies, realize what are going in this world around us. This is not a joke. So think that also. Now, if you want to ask anything, you can ask, or otherwise, we can conclude. If you have to ask, whatever it is, I know I will reply.
Yeah, Dr. Kamalaji has already raised her hand.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste, namaste.
Swamiji, today's class really it has taken us to really go deeper into our mananam. Then my question is actually, the brahmayoni is the same as the prakriti? I just want to get some clarification on that.
Yes, we can see, we can take the word brahmayoni in different senses. First, it is brahmanaha yoni. That is the cause of even the Brahma. Then the meaning will be Ishvara. Ishvara. Then Brahmanaha yoni. The yoni of Brahman or Purusha. Then it will mean Prakriti. Today, I have omitted that sense because we have to connect words to other words used in this mantra.
Yes.
As in Gita, Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham sambhava sarva bhutanam tato bhavati bharata. Mama yonihi mahad brahma. Mama yoni is Prakriti. Tasmin garbham dadhamyaham. I am giving garbha in that. I am putting garbha in that. And therefore all the manifestations are coming out. So said in the Bhagavad Gita. So we can take Brahmayoni as to mean Prakriti also. So one meaning is Ishvara, the other is Prakriti. Now go to the second meaning, that is Brahma cha asau yonihi. That is not Brahma, the masculine, no. It is Brahma, the highest absolute existence, the absolute knowledge, the absolute bliss, Sat Chidananda. Which is the absolute existence. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam. Like that. That Brahman. And that Brahman is the yoni. Is the basic cause of all manifestations. And therefore, it is Brahmayoni. So three meanings are possible. One, Prakriti. Two, Ishvara. Three, Brahman. In this mantra, we have to take the third meaning. Brahman. I think it is clear. Yeah. Then anything more? I think no more questions are there.
Yeah, no more questions.
Param sāmyamupaiti, there is no question at all. So, however, a long gap has come. Now we can
plan at least one class in a month.
Yeah, at least one class.
Yeah.
Preferably two, but we have to sit together and write all this. So I think we can conclude today.
Yeah, yes.
Besides,
Oh,
what is the next class?
Bhadram karnebhi shrunuyama deva Bhadram paśyemakshabhiryajatra Sthirairangai stushtuvam sastanubhir व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमे स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।